Hello, good morning, everyone. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. I am at home at the moment. I've got someone downstairs currently ripping out my kitchen, and just as I clicked to go live, everything starts getting a bit noisy. So, apologies if you can't hear me. Please let me know. I'll cancel this and do it another time. But I wanted to jump on tomorrow, as obviously I'm doing my live market wrap up as I do weekly. But what I've been talking to a lot of sellers about over the last couple of weeks, I will cover a little bit tomorrow about when to sell, or what that question is at the moment, but is about pricing your home to sell. And I've got a couple examples that I will switch over and show you guys as, I guess, a case study side of things. But in every single market, price will matter. At the end of the day, what we need is a competitive environment for buyers to want to place offers, and hopefully you get more than one buyer placing an offer, and that's what's going to get you the premium price. Now, in this current market, there is less buyer activity, so you're going to have a harder time getting offers out of buyers if they don't get instantly excited than we did during the COVID period, and during, to be fair, during probably most markets as of recent. But I think that buyers and sellers have a fantastic opportunity over the next few months before we start to see supply increase, and before we start to see the market really start to pick back up again, as all of these incentives, or lack of housing, I guess, that's going to come up soon, starts to take effect and increase prices once more, in my opinion. But what I want to talk about today is how to sell your home in this market. And we know there's multiple ways of selling your property, but the main two that are used, especially on the Gold Coast, is private treaty or auction. Now, we know private treaty is when you've got a price and you're allowing offers in a normal situation. You've got conditions, you've got all those sort of things you negotiate as per normal. And of course, auctions in Queensland, we go to the market with no price. Legally, we cannot provide a price in Queensland according to the REIQ. And we take all offers to the owner, and all offers will be unconditional, especially on auction day. And there's benefits of that in this marketplace depending on the location that you're selling in. And I'll be able to discuss that probably in another video. But I want to show you guys an example of how to price your home using private treaty in this marketplace. And I've got a couple examples of how we've done it versus how other agents have done it, and the differences in results on both days on market and the price. Because at the end of the day, all that you want when you're selling your home is the maximum dollar value in your pocket in as little time as possible. That's it, right? The experience, of course, needs to be great. The customer service from your real estate agent is important, but those two factors as a seller generally is the most important part. So let's talk about that. And I'm going to show you guys these couple examples in this marketplace. These properties were not sold during the COVID boom when the prices were doing well and every home was selling no matter what price you'd put on it. We were getting interest in offers. So let's flick back to the start here, and I want to talk about two properties that I've just sold in Pimpama, one in July and one only just went unconditional now, and then two sold in the exact same market or similar at timing, similar area, just around the corner in most cases, and the difference in the pricing strategy. Number 39 Kalgoorlie Street. I hope you guys can see that. Down the bottom, you've got the complete listing history, which shows you exactly what happened, what it was listed at, if there were any price changes, and what it sold at in the end, right? So 39 Kalgoorlie Street, we listed at offers over, or 699,000 plus, which is an offers over situation here, right? It was a rental property. The tenants were vacant. We let people come through, and the market was telling us that anything with a 7 in front of the time was good value, which I'll show you shortly as the next example comes on board. So we decided to go offers over 699, which after just 5 days, you can see it in the days listed, we had multiple offers. Off the top of my head, I think we had 12 offers on this one. We ended up selling for 745,000, so 46,000 above the initial asking price. Yes, we had conditions. All the offers actually had very similar conditions. One of them had to sell their house. There were no cash offers in this particular situation. All were financed. So to go from offers over 699 to 745,000 in July, so which was a tough market, it was after the June period, it was after interest rates started to rise, was a fantastic result. Now let's look at if you had priced it in a similar market. So this one sold, let me just get rid of this banner so I can see it off the top of my head again. This one sold on the 27th of July. Right? So very, very similar marketplace. It was on the market for 39 days, which means it was on the market before 39 Kalgoorlie Street hit the market. It was on the market for less money, offers over 679,000. It did have a smaller block, but the layout was identical. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, double garage. This one had an internal laundry, whereas 39 Kalgoorlie Street, the laundry was in the garage. It ended up selling for $660,000 after 39 days on the market. But why did that happen? Simply because it wasn't, one, presented in the best way, and 2, it wasn't priced in an aggressive strategy to generate multiple offers. It took 39 days. And as I'm sure you guys have realized before, when you're looking and you're one of the only buyers looking at something, whether it's furniture that's been in the store for a long time, they've started discounting it, housing, or anything that's been sitting around for a long time, you offer less money. It's the way that the world works. It will never stop. And that's exactly what happened here. So remember, very similar market, offers over 679, sold 660. 39 Kalgoorlie Street, offers over 699, 5 days, multiple offers, marketed extremely well, 745,000. Another example, number 24 Kalgoorlie Street, we had it on the market for just 6 days. We went with offers over 629,000. Now, this is a 4-bedroom home, the same street as number 39, 320 square meter block, single garage. There's been no sales to show us price in here. So we had to run off what had sold recently that had been a rental property that was on the smallest scale. And to us, to be fair, it looked like there was one sold around the corner that was on the market similar to this that couldn't sell during the peak of the market in the 500s. So we thought 600,000 plus would be amazing. Let's try 629,000 plus. We staged it. The owners did a fantastic job. Brand new paint, carpet, and got it prepared after the tenants left. It was the same tenant the whole life of the property. So you can imagine what that looked like. We got 651,000, 16 offers in 6 days. Now, on the flip side, number 3 Undara Street, out of respect, of course, I'm not showing who the other agents were. You do your own research there, but the difference is here. Obviously, presentation is key. When you look at the two properties, very different. Number 3 Undara Street had a bigger block, had a double garage, sold at 660,000 and was listed at 699,000. It took 30 days. So here's the difference, right? We know that the peak of the market or the peak of the interest is right at the beginning of the property market, or right at the beginning when you list your property on the market, sorry. So you need to take advantage of that, which means in this marketplace, and to be fair, in every single marketplace, you need to excite the buyer. Give them what we call a buyer excite price, something that's they're going to see online. They're going to scroll past and go, holy shit. No, excuse me. Holy Stokes, this price is insane. I need to look at this house. And that's what's happened with both of these properties. They looked at the photos, they looked at the marketing and went, that seems like really good value. And when they came through, they went, this is really good value. That's why we have 12 other people fighting for the home within the first week. We must pay more to own it. When you've got properties on the market and you're the only one looking, or you're one of only two looking at a property and you know it's been on the market for a little while, you're not going to have that same enthusiasm, same emotional grab, and the same sort of push to pay more money. And now let's talk about auctions for the same reason, right? So you're in a marketplace in Pimpama, for example, some of those properties, and you've got a high cash value. So usually in Gainsborough Greens at the moment, we're finding a lot of buyers are auction ready above that $750,000 to $800,000 mark. So if you've got a property like that, it would make sense based on comparable sales to put multiple buyers in a situation where they're standing side by side, placing offers in between each other. If we want to get maximum value in this marketplace, competition is the only way to do it. One-on-one negotiations, great agents can still push great values out of buyers, but there's nothing better to help you negotiate than another buyer who's willing to pay more money. Keep that in mind. So if you are selling at the moment, there's two ways. Private treaty. If you're going private treaty, do the research. Look at the comparable sales before and with your agent. Come up with a strategy that's going to excite buyers when they scroll past your home, and do that. Get them in the door and then utilize the skill who hopefully you've hired due to the fact that you believe their skill is good enough to negotiate you a good deal, to increase those buyers, to increase the offers and get you the maximum price for your home. And the same with auction. Auction, you need to make sure your selling agent understands the best way to extract offers, the best way to build competition and maximize the bidders and build relationships with buyers to get them comfortable to place great offers come the auction day. Because if you get 2 buyers, 3 buyers, 4 buyers standing in the same place at the home where they're emotionally grabbed by the house and they can see they're about to lose it by $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, you will do well. Buyers will pay more than what they tell you if they're going to lose the home. But if you want more tips or you really want to implement a strategy that's going to get you sold fast, I have an average days on market of less than 12 days, even in this marketplace. I'm the man to do it. 0407 760 435. I'll even put it at the bottom of this screen. Please reach out. If you have any questions about your area, what the best strategy is, private treaty versus auction for your estate, please get in touch. More than happy to chat with you. Talk to you tomorrow, guys, at 9 a.m. Jump on our live video. I'm going to talk about the marketplace and why I think spring is different to normal and why that could be a good time to sell. Talk soon.